Good morning, everybody. How the heck y'all doing today? She's a little bit breezy, not too bad. It's still raining. We had another ½ inch. Not that I'm bragging or nothing, but hey, I'll take it. The big, ugly type storm that we were supposed to get, we got lucky and we missed it. Regina area got hit. There was flooded streets and all kinds of stuff. Underpasses that were flooded right out, and people were having to get rescued because they were basically dumbasses and drove into water with their little punch buggy type cars that they should have never been in there. But anyways, yeah, we're heading in. We're returning these used calipers into Regina. So that's what we're doing here this morning anyways, and don't know what's going to happen this afternoon because the wind is supposed to get up to 85 friggin' K. What the heck, 85 kilometers is about, what would that be, guys? 60 roughly miles an hour. So that's a strong enough friggin' wind, that's for sure. Some areas yesterday they figure were mini tornadoes were hitting them. Buddy of mine, friggin' 6x cattle shelter. The roof was ripped completely off in one big chunk. The back wall, the posts are set every 8 feet. They're 6x6 posts, 4 to 5 feet in the ground. I know this for a fact because I helped build the building. It was what, 30 or 40 feet deep by 100 and I think it's 150 feet long. Big cattle shelter, and the wind got in there and it had no way of getting out. How's that sound? So it just lifted the roof right off, and every post across the back wall, it sheared them off right at the ground level. And then the posts on the one end wall, it lifted that whole wall right out of the ground, including the posts came right out of the ground. And that building's been sitting there for about 15 years. Frigging nuts over there. Another guy, his commodity shed for a dairy farm, so all his minerals and everything that they get, that they add into their TMR or total mixed ration, was in this one shed, and that shed got destroyed apparently. Down in Weyburn, a camper was flipped over on its side in the gas station parking lot. The roof was damaged pretty bad at the concrete place, and mobile home was completely destroyed. So yeah, it was like it picked up that mobile home, flipped it upside down and dropped her on its roof, and it just disintegrated. It's like somebody took tannerite and exploded that sucker. But anyway, enough chit chat for me. Let's get our asses into the city and see what kind of trouble we can get into when we get home. Talk to you then. Alrighty guys, well, we made her back home, and after taking parts back and monkeying around and so on and so forth. Anyway, in the last video I had made a comment about how I had a stud that was spinning. Actually, I got 2 studs. So they call it a wheel hub extension. And that's this piece down here that bolts, if you can make that out. And you guys, I showed it to you the other day. It bolts in to the rotor through the studs. So the rotor slips over these studs, and then this extension bolts in. And then there's studs here to hold the friggin' wheel on. Well, 2 of the holes that these wheel studs pound into, they're slipping just a little bit. So a couple of guys said I could just throw a couple of spot welds on there, it wouldn't hurt it none. But I ordered a new to me for this truck. It's not a new part, it's a used part, but it's new to me. How's that sound? I got it from SGI Salvage. So brand new, it's $347 for that extension. Get get you over here. Here I am. So brand new, it's 347 bucks. When I phoned SGI salvage, they said it would be like 240, and then shipping, GST, blah blah blah. We were like at friggin' $295. And I said, what the hell? The guys, you're usually 60% cheaper than a brand new part, and brand new it's 340, and I get all brand new studs. Am I getting brand new studs from you? No, you're not getting brand new studs for us. It's just the extension. And I said, well, that's kind of a rip-off. Can't you do better than that? And the guys told me, well, I can't do any better than that from where I'm sitting. And Dodge can't get me the new part. They can't guarantee that it would even be here in a week, because they said it's got to come from someplace in the States. And with COVID, they've been having major problems getting parts in. I tried getting the part from Albert North Auto and Agro or whatever in Regina, where I got all the other parts from, but that part is not available. It is a Dodge only part. So SGI, they've got 2 of them in Saskatoon, and they'll be here Monday. So I figured, okay, we'll go with it, and I'll just put my studs into it, right? It is what it is. Shit happens, right? So anyway, I go to pay for the part at SGI salvage office in Regina, and I'm talking to the guy, and I'm going, this is friggin' nuts, you know? Like, he didn't even have it labeled in the computer as a wheel hub extension. He had it labeled as something totally friggin' different, not even remotely close to what it's actually called. That he had it as a axle assembly. Well, how does a wheel hub extension become an axle assembly? So I told him everything that Dodge told me and what it was called, including the part friggin' number, and they started researching it. And after sitting there for like half an hour, 45 minutes, I ended up getting the part, taxes in and shipping, for $190. That's a pretty good deal. Anyways, I'm hooking up to the camper, something that we haven't done for like 2 years going on here, since 2019. And we're going to pull it up to the house because CP wants it up there so she can do a bunch of cleaning and whatever else on it. Hopefully, we'll be able to use it this year. So we'll bring you guys back a little bit later. Alrighty guys, so here he is. This big bad boy. Not bad. 3 slides, 33 feet, plus the hitch. So we're like 36 and a half, 37 from pin to back bumper. 2 axle, but it's manual jacks, those guys there, so it's a manual balancing. I don't have levelers on the sides, but it's been a pretty good unit for us. We bought it brand new in 13. Couple little dimples. It's an aluminum sided one, and that was from a hailstorm while it was sitting on the lot brand new. And then we got it at a reduced rate because of the dimples on the side. Had to replace the tail lights in the back end in it because they got smashed out. Some of the plastics on the top were all replaced. Oh, look here. Looks like I might have to replace this guy. God dang it. Oh well, that's minor details. Outside shower, outside water, city water connection. And then it's got 40-gallon sewer tank, 40-gallon fresh water tank. Big storage cabinet in there. 2, what are they, 35-pound bottles, propane bottles, dual tank. It's AC, heat, air, the whole 9 yards. Ready, babe? Yeah? She's been waiting for this for 2 years, wanting to get in here. But it's been sitting for 2 years.
Sitting for too long.
Sitting for too long is right. What the hell? How come we don't got no lights, babe?
Do you have to turn the breaker or something on?
I think those bulbs are burnt out. It not working.
Really? Try above the table.
Something's not working here.
Try above the table.
Might have some burnt out bulbs. That one's working.
Get off of the carpet.
That. Fireplace, guys. This is what they call a couple's retreat, because it's only got the one master bedroom, and then that leather couch pulls out. So that's what she looks like. It's basically a 4-person camper. But it looks like I got a couple of lights that I got to replace because they're not coming on. God darn it. That one's coming on. That one's not, of course. Off, on. What about in here? On. Okay, well, at least we've got some of the lights that are working. That one's working. That's good enough. But sitting for 2 years, so there's lots of dust buildup and shit in here.
Get out.
Uh-oh. I've been told to get the hell out. CP has her house. I got mine. It's right there. Am I in the doghouse?
This is not your dog house.
Oh, come on.
No, this is mine.
That's your doghouse?
Yeah.
There's only one problem.
What?
You need my truck to pull this sumbitch. Because your little Ford ain't doing it.
I'll hire somebody.
You're going to hire somebody? Okay. Well, just for your info, I'll probably be the cheapest one you find. The biggest problem with this, it even has electric awning, which is awesome. But what I find to be the biggest problem with this particular camper, guys, the hot water tank. The friggin' hot water tanks in these campers is like 2.5, 3 gallons. It's not big enough. But that big bad windstorm, because when it was sitting way over there in storage, it bent our jack right there a little bit. It's a little bit kinked, so it doesn't go all the way up and down. It gets it up like friggin' 12, 13 inches off the ground, which is high enough, but it doesn't go all the way up, right? And then while in storage, this started to fall. So I gotta get some spray on here, and I'm gonna see if I can get up on a ladder and pull it back up into position up on the top up there. But yeah, there's about 4.5, 5 inches that fell down for whatever reason. So I got to get it back up into position. Anyways, fun. We'll play with this thing for a little bit. Anyway, I want to let you guys go. We'll talk to you later.